What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy 10, aka Asani, aka Makeup and Music with 10. I'm here with another video. I got my do-rag on. I'm in my sweats. I'm in my very black, very proud shirt. Y'all can see that. And we are about to do a trying new makeup part 2 video. Good amount of this stuff I ain't used yet. If it's here and I have used it, it's because I'm trying to put a look together. And while I'm doing this trying new makeup, I'm also going to be simultaneously doing my final thoughts and review on the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation up to 24 hours. Now, I will link my Facebook page where I posted pictures of how my foundation looked a couple hours after, then a couple more I touched up, and then the end of the night. So I'm just gonna wet my sponge right quick, and I've already did all my skincare stuff. We moisturize everything good over here. So I'm just gonna get this wet, and we are going to start on this look and trying some new stuff. Alright, we are done. That is all wet. Okay, so most of this stuff is new. I have not tried a good amount of this stuff. I just shot a trying new makeup video before this. That was part 1 because I got a lot of new stuff. I did a mini haul video where I showed a lot of this stuff. So some of this stuff might be something you may have seen before. So let's just jump into this, and I will tell you my final thoughts while I'm trying this makeup. I will tell you my final thoughts on the Urban Decay foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to prime the face, and I am going to be using this sample. It's actually a sample that I haven't tried yet of the primer, that Rihanna's primer, mattifying primer. I was told this is a really good primer, so they gave me a little sample at Sephora. So I'm going to try it out today. I'm just gonna dot it all over. I'm very oily. It's hard for my makeup to stay matte, so I went in there and I was like, hey, I really need something that's going to help me stay matte during the day, especially in my T-zone. And this is what she recommended. So this is what I'm going to try. I do have another sample of a mattifying primer as well that I think is Urban Decay. But I wanted to try the Fenty one. So off the bat, this Fenty smells just like the primer smells exactly like the foundation, which I do own the Fenty foundation. So I know how it smells. So there is some perfume in this. But my Fenty foundation doesn't irritate my skin. So we'll say that that's okay, and that's a win. Okay, so we're all primed. I'm not going to color correct today. I think I'm just going to go pretty light, pretty natural, seamless skin finish. And then while I'm applying the foundation, this is my third time applying this foundation, and it'll be my third time wearing it. I will tell you how I feel about the Urban Decay foundation. I do really like the feeling of this primer on my skin, so that's good. So I just put a pump out, and I'm just gonna start applying the foundation. Okay, so I've now worn this foundation 2 days, full days of it. I've now worn this foundation. Oh crap, I was gonna mix. Hold on, I gotta mix something. Okay, I also wanted to try these e.l.f. antioxidant booster drops. It says you can mix it into your foundation, or you can just use it as a primer, and I'm curious as to what exactly it's supposed to do. So this is my first time trying this, so let me just mix that up all up in there. And then okay, so back to what I was saying. This is my second time using this, third time putting on this foundation, and I'm gonna be doing it all, wearing it all day. But I've worn it twice all day before this, and I think I have a opinion on how I feel about this foundation, and I am going to rate this foundation on a scale of like a 1 to 5. And so for foundations, I have things that I love in a foundation, and then I have things that I'm going to use a little more underneath my eyes for coverage. I have things that I really need in a foundation. One of those things is that it's mattifying. I do like a mattifying foundation, but I like a soft matte foundation. I like a skin finish foundation. I like a soft matte foundation. I like something that doesn't feel too heavy on my skin, doesn't suck the air dry out of my skin. So that's really what I need out of a foundation. And it has to blend pretty good, and it just has to sit really nice on my skin. So I'll tell you the pros of the foundation. The pros of the foundation are that it is my skin tone. It sometimes look a little darker on camera, but up close, it's my exact shade. It matches my neck too, which is good. This shade 911N, this is a neutral shade, so it's very neutral. It doesn't come out too orange, so I really appreciate that. And it does blend really, really, really beautifully. It has a natural skin finish, definitely. It is light medium coverage, but I don't need a full coverage foundation most of the time. I'm definitely a skin finish type of person. It is buildable, and I like the packaging. I think the packaging is adorable. It's light. You don't need too much. One pump per side of my face is perfect. So there are a lot of pros to this foundation. The cons to the foundation is that after a while on my skin, it just feels awful. It just feels so awful. It clings on to my dry spots, and I used it with an oil one time, and I used it with just a face primer the other time, and it still clinged to my dry spots both of those times. And after a while, it just feels like it's suffocating my skin, which I was not expecting that. I really thought that it was gonna feel like very breathable, but it's not breathable for my skin anyway. And I have combo skin, so I have some dry spots, but I'm mostly oily, and I just was not impressed with how it feels after like 4 or 5 hours on your skin. It just grips, and it just feels like it's sucking all the life out of my skin. And for me personally, I need a breathable foundation because I don't like to feel like there's a bunch of product on my skin. And even though when you first put it on, it really is weightless. It says weightless on it, and it really is weightless when you put it on, but gradually throughout the day, it's just so tight. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like it's tightening my skin and just gripping on my dry parts, like around here. It just grips on there. And like I said, this is a light medium coverage. If you're looking for full coverage, this is not the girl for you. This is not the sis for you. But if you just want a skin finish, light medium coverage, I think that it's good. So based on everything I just said, I'm going to give this foundation out of 1 to 5, 1 being oh my god, what the fuck, to 5 being this is amazing. I'm gonna give this a good, like, I'm gonna give it a good 3.5 out of 5, because for the most part I really enjoy it. I think it looks gorgeous on my skin. I think it is weightless when you first put it on, and it blends out like a dream, and it's my exact shade. I do like the shade range of Urban Decay. I'll give them that much, but it's because of the fact that it grips to my dry spots, and it just feels like it's sucking out all of my moisture during the day that I got to deduct some points. I think if those things didn't happen, I would have definitely given this like a 5 out of 5, but I really can't give it a 5 out of 5. So will I recommend it? I think this, I would recommend this, yes. I would say though, if you're drier, I wouldn't use this, because if it's just sucking, if it feels like it's sucking the moisture out of my like combo skin, then if you're dry, I don't know, because like even with the oil, because the first time I put it on I was like, maybe I just need an oil. I put an oil under it, still just sucked me dry during the day. And I drink a lot of water, and I don't use a lot of powder. And when I say I don't use a lot of powder, I go lightly in, I dab, that's it. I don't bake because I don't need to most of the time. I may bake a little bit under the eyes, but that's usually just a light wash of powder with a brush. I put it on there, I wipe it away, or I just let the powder melt into my skin, and that's it. So I would recommend it, but it's not my most favorite foundation I've ever used, and it's not one that I feel like I could use every day if I did use foundation every day, but I do like it. It's a nice, pretty foundation. So 3.5 out of 5 for this foundation, and yes, I would recommend it for mostly oily. I feel like I would recommend it for, just because I hope it doesn't suck you dry like it did my skin. So there, I finally have wrapped that up with that portion. So now let's get into the rest of this makeup. Okay, so these antioxidant booster drops, I actually really like these. Like, it gave the foundation like a cooling like effect when I put it on my skin, and I really like it. I'm wondering if it's going to break down the foundation. I don't think so, because this is meant to be mixed in, so we'll see. But I really like how my base looks at the moment, so things are going good so far. I think that this primer, I love how it applied. I do look very matte right now, so that is good. So those are wins. Now I'm going to use my e.l.f. exfoliator. This is featured in my other video, new video, and my haul video. So I'll go very gentle, and I'm just gonna put this on my lips while I am highlighting with concealer. And then they say to just use your finger to kind of rub it in, and then wipe it away after a couple minutes, which is what I'm going to do. So we're rubbing. Okay, so we're just gonna leave that on and move on to highlight. So I used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Defy as my eye base the other day, but I didn't use it on my face, so it's time to test this out on my face to see how it look. I kind of have an idea of the look I want today, I think, so it should be fairly simple. I'm not gonna go too hard. It has one of those big applicators. I'm gonna go really, really light first, like to start light, so that if it's too light, or if it's just like a nightmare to blend, I don't have so much to cover up. So I'm just going to use this side, and I'm just going to use the more clean side to blend out this concealer. Okay, so I went light the first layer, so it doesn't look like it's going to be too light for me, so I'm gonna go heavier and add a little more for more coverage and more highlighting under the eyes. So I'm going to go a little bit heavier, still not gonna like overdo it, but I'm gonna go a little bit heavier. Something tells me I should work eye by eye, so I'm just gonna do that just in case this dried down too fast. So blend this out. It does blend really nicely out. Yeah, it blends really nice out. It's a little thick from what I'm seeing, though it could just be my eyes that are making it thick. Yeah, it's really thick. It's like a pretty thick formula, and I don't think I put that much, so, but we'll see. Well, let's see how this eye looks compared to that one. Pretty good coverage, decent coverage. I wouldn't say that's full coverage though. I'd say that's like medium coverage. Once again, I don't really need a full coverage concealer, because unless I just want to look redonkulous, like be highlighted to the gods. Most days I don't need to be highlighted to the gods because I don't even wear foundation most days. Every now and then I will just pop on some concealer on my bare skin, put it on my eyes, set it, and go to look a little bit more awake. But for the most part, I don't need a full coverage concealer. So we're just sealing out, and then I like to pull a little to highlight under here. Yeah, it's really pretty on the skin though. I really like how it's setting on my skin. It is a little bit, I feel like when I blend it out, it becomes like a thicker formula. It's a little sticky. Most of the concealers I use don't feel so sticky. So that might either be good or bad, but we'll see. So far, I really like how it looks underneath my eyes though. I feel like it did give me a nice highlight underneath the eye, and it actually looks really nice. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on right here, a little bit over here where my dark spots are, and a little bit right here, just a smidgen right there. I'm just gonna blend this out. This is shade C13.5. This is a good shade for me. It's not too orangey, it's not too pinky, or like too, what's the term I'm looking for? The other one. Or too like peachy. It's like perfect. So I like this shade. I do like how it blends out, and it has pretty good coverage. Like I said, not full, but medium to full, definitely. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Like I said, it does look, I feel like, especially on camera, it does look heavy under my eyes. It's not as light as some of my foundations that I use, but I like it. I do like it. Just putting whatever's left on my lid, because I was going to use that to prime anyway. So, which I will still use a little bit more to prime. Okay, so that looks pretty good. My base looks pretty nice. I feel like I'm styling. So let's just quickly move on to putting a little powder under there just to set it. So this isn't new, but it's like something I've only used once, so I want to give another try. It's the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to use the tiniest bit, like literally the tiniest bit, very light. I don't use a lot of powder. I want to suffocate underneath my makeup. I'm just going to grab a brush. I'm just going to go into it lightly, tap, tap, and I'm just going to use this to set underneath my eyes. This should be enough for both eyes. So just lightly setting that concealer. This is translucent powder. Not baking, just pressing the powder into my skin to set that concealer. And I'm just going to smooth out anything that needs to be smoothed out, if it looks like it needs to be smoothed out. And then I'm just going to take just a little bit more of whatever's in here and just use that to lightly set the rest of my face. Just a little bit of powder. Even though it's translucent, I still don't like to use too much translucent powder. Don't want no flashback. And yes, that looks good. My skin looks really nice up close, and I think it looks pretty good on camera too. So, all right. So I like this powder so far. It's very light, but I also used a very light amount because I don't pack on the powder, or I try not to anyway. Okay, so my eye makeup look, I pretty much think I know what I'm going to do. This look is inspired, just so you know, by Grape Alandria Sandra from Trey Melvin's videos. I was watching Dr. Watermelon Andrea and Grapey Angela Sandra had like purple eyes and like purple like a violet lip, and I love the look, and y'all know purple's my jam. So I was like, I haven't done a purple look in a minute, so let's bust one out right quick. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a purple look today. It's gonna be fun. By the way, I'm just using my Palladio liner in Exotic Plum. This is it new. It's one of my favorite liners. And I'm just lining underneath my eyes first, because like I said, I pretty much think we're gonna be pretty simple with the look today. Okay. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of that concealer for my eyes. Literally just, I feel like a dot or two will be fine. And I'm just gonna use my fingers to blend it out. It's very light, don't need a lot of the concealer. A little bit more over here. Okay, so I have a couple of, I do have two eyeshadow palettes, mini eyeshadow palettes that I haven't used yet. It came in like a set with like lipstick and all that stuff, and so I am going to see if I can try and use the shimmery purple in one of these, but I'm going to first start with the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dust palette, which is featured in my first video, which will be up before this one. And I'm just going to go ahead and go into Bahamas, which is like this kind of pinky purple, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Like I said, I'm doing my look inspired by a look today, so it's going to be very like, I know what I'm doing today. There's no question of where I want to go with this look, because I know where I want to go with this look. This is a little bit more pinky, but I feel like I can make it more purpley as I go on by deepening it up with another color. So Bahamas is not sticking to my eye the way I want it to. Really gonna try to get in there. Really trying to get in there. And I'm not even doing my own technique. Press the color in first. I learned this from Auntie Jackie, before you blend out anything. So let me actually press the color in, and that should help. So we're pressing the color in first. So I just, before any blending starts, I'm just pressing color into where I want color. These build up really nicely, and I'm going to talk about this in my first video, so I'm not going to go too much on this one because this I already tried, but I really enjoy this palette so far. I definitely am having a good time with this palette. So Grape Angela Chandra has, I need to say this one's name right. Grape Angela LaChandra, I believe, yes. She has purple hair, but I've got blonde hair. So we're just gonna rock the blonde hair instead of doing purple hair. Okay. I might dye my hair purple though. So. Okay, so that's that eye. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna put another color on there from another to make it a little bit more purple, but this is right where I want to go, so that's good. I have fucking Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande stuck in my head, and I don't even know the whole fucking song, so I just have the Santa Tell Me part stuck in my head, and I'm just like, well, fuck. I hate when I have a song stuck in my head, but I only know one part of the song. So it's just that one part in my head over and 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 over again. It's annoying. I hate it. Okay. All right, and so I'm going to use this palette, the JB Cosmetics palette. There's a nice purple in here. Well, this is one of like 5 palettes, and this is how the palette looks. It's a really cute little palette, and there's a nice purple right down here. And I'm just gonna go right ahead, and I am going to wipe off this brush a little bit on the white. And I'm going to spray this with some setting spray because I feel like I'm going to need just a little bit of setting spray to make sure this sticks the way I want. And we're just going to get all up in this purple, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyes. It's really glittery. I'm hoping that this will intensify the purple look a little bit more than what I've got. Is my plan. So I'm really just gonna go in there. I really want to get as much color payout as possible, and I'm just putting this on top of my lid mostly because I did put a little bit of that other color going up a little bit, but I'm just going to focus this part on my lid. Do the same on the other side. It was good to use this purple too because this is giving me the purple look that I want. So it's working. Yay. I love when things work out, don't you? Sorry, I'm having fun. I'm just like so focused that I'm just like not Usually I crack so many jokes when I'm doing this, but I'm just like so focused. So I'm gonna do some underneath the eye too, on top of that purple I just had. We're just gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go over one more time on this side because I really want that purple to be intense. So let's get that purple going. I really try to be on camera, but like I said, I don't have a lot of space to work with, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Grape Angela Chandra. Yeah, I was watching that Trey Melvin video. I was like, I need to do that look. It's so pretty. I like how he did the makeup on it, on the character, and I was like, okay, I know what look I'm doing tomorrow. Yes. So, you know, I'm going to be putting on blush and highlight and the whole shebang, but the eye look and the lips are definitely inspired by Trey Melvin, Grape Angela Chandra. So I'm trying to, I have my hair slicked back, so this is on there to try and, you know, keep it down, but we'll see how it looks. I don't know how it's gonna look personally, but we'll see. We will see. And that's all we can do is see. All right. Okay. I'm digging that. So let's move on quickly. We're going to see how my hair looks after I'm done this look. I'm going to just use the clean side to wipe off that exfoliator here. And wipe off the foundation I had. My skin looks really good. I think it's that primer. It's that Fenty primer. We'll see how my eyes look and how it lasts. All day. I'm hoping it lasts really long. And then, because the top of the eye is a little bit glossier, I am going to use this e.l.f. cream eyeliner on top just to get it to be a little bit more shiny, a little bit more popping. And I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. I did this last time. I did this in my e.l.f. tutorial. And I'm just going to lightly tap it. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch. I just want a little bit more of like a glossy kind of metallic idea on the eye. So as to pop like Grape Angela Chandra. I actually really love Trey Melvin's videos. I'm still a big fan. I don't get why his viewership has gone down because he's making some of the funniest content, I think, on YouTube. No, unsponsored. No, I don't know Trey Melvin. I live in Sheridan, Wyoming, and I have 25 subscribers. He's not checking for me, okay? He's not checking for me. But I just love his content, and I just love supporting other Black content creators, whether they are bigger than me, smaller than me, I don't care. I really want to try to support Black content creators. If you're a Black content creator, let me know so I can share your channel, share your art, whatever it is that you do. I want to help. I'm here for you. We here for you. So I realized that because I am doing a Grape Angela Chandra look, I need to wear a highlight that's a little purple. Because I actually didn't set out highlight. Well, that's perfect. Well, I'm going to wear something a little popping and purple today for the highlight. Okay? Alright. So, I didn't use this one, so I'm just going to put that right back over there. So for blush, this is not new, But this is a product I do really like and I wanted to use it in this video because it's gorgeous. This is from Black Minerals. This is just a sample that I got of their blush sample. It's called the shade Currant. It's a gorgeous shade. I need to put this in something else because this is gonna get everywhere, and I hate wasting product. It's like a waste of makeup, especially since I just got a little bitty sample until I can buy more. I don't even want to open it because I'm afraid I'm gonna spill it everywhere. So I'm not gonna use this today because I really don't want to spill that stuff everywhere. I really don't. So I'm just gonna use a different blush, and I'm just gonna use this BH Cosmetic Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale Cream Cheek and Lip Tint in Espresso. This is Espresso, but it actually has like a really nice purpley like color that I really dig. And I'm just gonna get my thick brush, and I'm just gonna go in there. This brush is trying to break on me. Oh, it did break on me. Look at that. Look at that. And I'm not gonna go as heavy on blush as I usually go. I'm gonna try anyway. I always try not to go too heavy on blush, even though I love a heavy brush. I'm like, a heavy blush. I'm like, Tan, challenge yourself. Don't go too much on the blush. But I never, ever follow my own advice. So, see, but I really am going to try to go light because she's wearing a lot of blush. So, and I really want the purple highlight to be the mistress of this look. Purple right here. Brush is breaking on me. Ugh. I literally, out of all my brushes, this is the one I use the less, and this is the one I want to break. Okay, Jan. I'm gonna glue that later. I'm not worried about it at the moment, but I will glue it later. Also remember, most of the stuff is new, some of this is not new stuff, but there's more new than old. So, alright, so for highlight, I want to do my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder because I don't use it enough, and it's a great freaking highlighter, and I need to get into it. It's not new, but I really need to start using this highlighter more because it is glittery, it's amazing, it's everything I need and more from a highlighter. I need to get my life together. I really need to get it together because this is a gorgeous freaking product. Gorgeous freaking. I really want to get more of these Mega Glow highlighting powders because the formula is ridiculous. So I got to get more. I really do. I got this little trick from Kenny JD, one of my other favorite black content creators. She likes to highlight her nose, and I tried it once or twice, and I think it's freaking adorable. So now I'm like, ooh, I want to highlight my nose, and I want to look extra and be extra. So now I highlight my nose. So here we are, highlighting my nose with purple highlighter. Because you know what? I don't care. This is what we're here for. We're gonna have fun. Then I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyebrows, or lack thereof, because I've now been shaving my eyebrows for over a year, and I love the shaved eyebrow look. I just do. I love the look. Ooh, I put a little bit too much on this side, so now I gotta even it up on that side. I'm almost wondering if I just do that on purpose. I'm like, I put too much on this side. No, I have to go back on the other side. Oh God, oh no. Oh no, what will I ever do? Don't like to be highlighted to the gods. Yes. Oh, you know, I actually love the purple highlight on the nose. I feel like I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Queer Deer. Yeah, I like that. You like it. And then I'm just gonna use, I am going to be using, the next two products I'm gonna be using, the last two products I'm gonna be using are definitely new, like that new. So the first one is the Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with Castor Oil. We got this in our BoxyCharm. First, I'm going to prime with my Femme Couture primer. This is not new. This is my Ride or Die mascara primer. I love it. We're here for it. We're about it. I got highlighter everywhere, and I'm okay with that. I fucking love highlighter. Glitter is my life. I'm glitter's whore. I'm glitter's mistress. I really am. We are here for it. We love glitter. We love glitter. Over here. Over yonder. We love glitter over yonder. Okay. Now let's try this sucker out. I mean, with something called Grande Drama, it better. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what it's gonna do. Let's see what it's gonna do. Will you be as good as my Monocardor or my Bitsy or my Fake Lash? Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Ooh. 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 Telakafu. Y'all know that song? Ayo. Telakafu. That's from Doug. Y'all youngins don't know nothing about that. That's for us old millennials. Because, you know, millennials are in two categories. It's like some of the younger millennials, and then there's like us 27, 28-year-old whose bodies have decided to give up on us at 27 and 28 years old. Sad. Wow, this is good. My lashes look so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Grande Drama. You weren't lying. These are extra. Shit. I know I'm supposed to not be cussing, but I don't get monetized anyway, so I'm just gonna cuss up a storm because I'm not monetized. You can't get monetized, I think, until you have like 1,000 subscribers. So I'm a little bit, just a little bit lower, just a little bit. So I can curse up a storm. Urban Decay. I'm gonna use the butt to press that in my skin. Use the butt to press that in my skin. Whoop. Press that butt in your skin. Press that butt. Press that butt in your skin. Yeah. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh wow. We're here for this. I really love when my look just comes together. It's seamless. It's always a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day. Okay. And last, let's do some lips. So I'm going to use, not new, this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. I usually use this for eyeliner, but I'm going to use this as my lip liner for my Great Angela Chandra look. Nice violety color. I'm going for, what shade is this? I forgot to say this shade. Shade Amethyst. Just outlining. Then I am using a new lipstick. I'm excited to use this because I love this color. Got this from Wet n Wild at, I want to say Walmart or Ross or one of them. But this is the shade Violet Kiss. And this, I wanted to wear this, especially today. Really creamy, really creamy. Yeah. Ooh, it's really creamy. I like the color. it doesn't look as poppin' on camera, but it's really violet up close, like really violet. That's why I hate, it looks more pink and subdued on camera, but it's really violet up close. Like when I take pictures, I think it'll come through better because that's violet. It looks pink on camera. This is definitely violet. Okay. All right. And so I do want to pop a little bit of a gloss on top of this just because I think that it needs just a little bit more oomph. Do I want to, I kind of like the lipstick the way it looks. The look, so this is the look of my trying mostly new makeup part 2. So I really love the lipstick. The eyeshadow was dope. That grande eyelash, oh wow, the grande lashes, that mascara, wow. This is actually pretty good. This Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define is really good. My under eyes look great. It hid my dark circles. It highlighted. I like it. And the foundation looks beautiful today. This freaking primer, I'm matte. I am matte about y'all. Wow, I love this. I'm gonna have to get me a full size once I have money because I'm broke right now. And I gotta pay for school stuff. When I do have money, I gotta pay for school stuff. But once I can treat myself a little bit, I'm gonna have to get it. All right, y'all. I am so excited for everybody who viewed this video. I hope you really liked it. Thank you everyone who supports me, who watches, who shares. I really appreciate it. I love doing these videos. You know, my goal isn't that I have to get monetized or that I have to get paid or become the next whoever. That's not what I want to do. I just love makeup, and I want people who are like me, queer people, trans people, dark-skinned people, African people, to like know that you can have fun with makeup. Just do what you want to do, follow the rules you want to follow, and don't let this big, usually cis white hetero bullcrap, you know, stop you from wanting to pursue what you want to pursue. So yeah, all right, y'all, stay gay, and I'll see you next time. But oh, I guess I should, no, I'm gonna take off my cap later. I kind of just want to end with my do-rag. I feel like the do-rag actually elevates the look a little bit. Yes, it does. All right, y'all, so I'm going to peace out. All right, y'all, stay gay, have a good day, and bye-bye.